Good morning, welcome to the vlog. Today, we're in Centreville, Virginia at the beautiful Bull Run Winery for the Art of Practice. It's put on by the AIA. Let's go inside, let's take a look. Thank you.
What's your drive?
Check this out.
I can already tell they don't like you. I'm going to show you a special technique to handle some of those questions. It's called acknowledgement phrases. I'd like you just to shout out what acknowledgement phrase you would use to begin your answer. Here's another one. That sounds great. So you can have this done in 6 weeks, right?
On the contrary.
On the contrary. Let me put that into perspective. That's one of my favorite acknowledgement phrases. I feel like it's the good one. You should just remember, keep it in your back pocket. Listening face. It's just sort of a facial expression that lets everyone know you're listening.
Hi, I'm Caitlin. I work for the AIA National, and I'm really happy to be here to help architects communicate effectively with their clients, with stakeholders, with city officials.
It's gonna be really good. Check it out. Okay, so that's Caitlin. She's the presenter. She's doing an excellent job. I like the interactive nature of this.
Take a little bit of time to get to know each other, make some connections, and talk about common challenges and solutions.
Right, and hi, how are you?
Katie, what was your favorite part of the morning session?
I think maybe the best part and the thing that I'm going to remember the most is the listening phase.
Listening phase.
Right, and making sure you look like you're engaged and enjoying the person that you're with. Sometimes you're so intent on concentrating that you forget what your face is doing.
Thanks, Katie. Now I'm self-conscious about my listening phase. Thank you.
Work on it.
Without breaking these great conversations that you're all having, please grab lunch. You can grab a glass of wine. It is okay this early. Please carry on the conversation, but do it over food. Thanks.
Thank you. I like that kind of work.
Hopefully everyone had a great lunch. And I'd like to introduce Michelle Russo. Michelle Russo is the Director of Research and Practice at the AIA. Please welcome Michelle.
Thanks for having me today. Show of hands, how do you feel about the economy over the next 9 months? So who's positive? Who feels meh? And who's like, no, it's kind of bad? I know I didn't see all the hands. So clearly there's some people in the middle that are responsible for helping serve firms and practices we offer.
Are you able to say anything about the next generation?
There's 4 key things I'm looking at with that group. They're in a health crisis in a way that no other generation has. Obesity and depression are crazy. So that changes what you have to do for HR. You're gonna have to mindfulness, naps, but like sleep deprivation is a giant reason why both of those things are happening. 2, there's no sense of privacy. The way they share and solve problems is collective, which means they can solve problems faster and in more creative ways, but that changes IP. So what does a design mean? So that's number 2. They're super pragmatic, like they wanna make money, they wanna be secure, they've seen insecurity in the past, so they're looking at different ways to get educated, stay home, to get less debt. They are motivators for social change. The millennials talked a lot about it, but they didn't actually activate, and this gen really is, right? We're seeing it with school safety, climate change. They're making the change themselves, right? In ways that and some of that comes from technology savvy. So I tell this to building manufacturers, they're like, we're trying to make our websites better. And I'm like, well, the next architect isn't going to use your website. So that's my spiel on Gen Z.
I'm Rob Reese. I am president of AIA Virginia this year. I'm from Hampton Roads with Hanbury. Great content. Every time the AIA comes to present something like this, they are spot on and they just do a great job presenting. I think the real challenge is how do we get this message out? I mean, the conversations have just been, we have to tell people, okay, stop talking. We've got to get back together for the next session. That's how good it's all been. So it's spurring a lot of good thought and conversation. So I hope this is something that we can really grow, that the word gets out, how valuable it is, and that we grow for the sake of just helping more members take advantage of learning all this stuff.
Well, this is my first conference. I'm here to help out with hopefully getting the word out. Watch this vlog. So we're about halfway through the event, the AIA Art of Practice, and it's been some really interesting speakers, very insightful, really unique perspectives that you might not hear somewhere else. So I've I've really enjoyed it. I think, as you can see here, everybody else is having a great time. Looking forward to see whatever new ideas and concepts and practices that kind of grow out of this event that we can all learn from and improve and help each other become better. All right, next speaker's on.
So I'm Beth Reader, and I'm the president-elect for next year, AI Virginia. So please join me in welcoming Carl Belton.
What are the practical things you can do to attract top talent? I want us to think about our firms as a person. That's what I'm referring to as a brand. The purpose of building a strong brand is to build trust. If a brand is working, when you meet someone for the first time, you're going to have a better idea of who you are before you're introduced. Your brand should also allow some perspective on how you think about solving problems. What makes the top talent that you want to attract? What's special about them? Do you know what's important to them? Do you know where they spend their time? Secondly, how are you reaching out to them? Where are candidates looking where employers are not? If you're going to focus your efforts anywhere, focus on LinkedIn. That's the place to be for both new business and networking, but especially for recruiting. And the thing that we're after is this a good cultural fit? How are these people going to be to work with? Less about the credentials, but it is all about how are they going to work on the team. We noticed that firms that were doing programs to promote visibility for some of their senior leadership, they were having better results recruiting. The firms that are doing internal communication plans, that really helps retention. But I want to open it up for questions. Thank you. Thank you very much. I enjoyed your question.
Oh, thank you. That was very interesting. And one of the things that I learned early on that I always try to tell younger architects or people starting off is that never fear to manage up. Because you always start from the bottom, but you still need to tell that manager or that person above you, like, this is what I need from you so I can be successful and continue to grow. And that was something that I learned early on that I always think it's good to keep in mind.
Hey.
I wanted to introduce you to
Sean
Riley.
This is Sean Riley. He's going to give us his thoughts.
Hi, thanks, Philip. Appreciate it. Glad to be here. We're in the second half of the Art of Practice forum today, and it's been a great forum so far. We spent the morning talking about how we can communicate better. I think that's so important as we relate with clients, relate with employers, relate with prospects. It's so important that we communicate our message clearly. I'm really excited about hearing about the firm transition discussion, which is about to start. So thanks a lot, Philip.
Thanks, Sean.
Welcome back, everyone. Now we get to real interesting stuff.
I'm Tom Kearns, founding principal of Kearns Group Architects.
Jose, VMD Architects.
Donna Dana, founding principal of Via Design Architects.
Hi, I'm Rob Comic. I'm a principal with Twin Evans.
Hi, I'm Mark Orling from West Orling Architecture.
I'd like to just go through the panel and ask, what is your approach to transition?
Well, our approach to transition really started with the philosophy that we wanted to make it available to people.
Our attitude about leadership transition is really leadership development. I remember as a younger person coming to work thinking my number one priority was to replace myself.
I think over the years I've been able to attract folks that are natural, strong leaders, and so it became very clear to me that selecting folks from within the firm would be the way of our future.
Well, the first thing I would say is start a lot sooner than you think you should. A lot of people are thinking they're going to do that someday. As Rob mentioned, someday is not guaranteed.
What are the most crucial first steps?
The first steps are really, once you've identified people, make sure that they're the people who understand how the business works.
I'm a big believer that you visualize your future. You probably are not going to quite get there, but if you don't start there, you're going to get where you get.
What I've observed over the years, the people that want the leadership the most might be your worst candidates. The people that are not bringing it up might be your best candidates.
We all know that our firms live and die by the relationships that we have with our clients. A big piece of the ownership transition has tremendous focus on the notion that they have a responsibility to cultivate the existing client as well as begin the process of originating clients of their own and building their own book of business.
It's a team approach, but it's also you taking back a step.
For people to grow, you have to give them the space. So backing up and allowing them to do that is a challenge for some people in our profession. but it's absolutely critical. And I'm biased, but I think I've done an extremely good job getting ready.
If you're currently a leader and you're thinking about this process, getting ready yourself is really an important part of the whole process. Something that I did that worked better than I would have thought. Right as we were making this decision, I took a 3-month sabbatical.
I think that ownership and leadership are often thought as the same thing. It could be better for a firm to have a very broad ownership, but a more narrow leadership.
If you had to look back at your former self, what's one key piece of advice that you would give yourself?
I have a lot of conviction. It rarely goes the way I think it will, and that's okay, as long as you have a process and you keep working at it.
Efforts to get your spouse on board.
Amen. Amen.
Should be open to more possibilities, think more positively, embrace what the possibilities are of the future for yourself.
Thank you, everyone. Keep hanging.
So Grace is well due.
It was a really awesome event. I enjoyed myself thoroughly. Really great speakers, really great info, and I met a lot of new people. That's the most beneficial part of these events, are the people you meet and the relationships you make, as well as the knowledge you learn too. So thanks for tuning in. We'll see you at the next one. I'm gonna have a drink now.
75% of award-winning architects have exceptional hair, and that's from your own survey that I made up.